First of all, Emma, welcome to the channel.
Thank you for having me.
And of course, as an emerging football talent, you've spent a substantial bulk of your youth career throughout the various youth divisions of the NPL here in Victoria, normally both at Box Hill and Bulleen.
Yeah.
How would you distill your experiences at a youth level within the NPL framework?
Look, so I was around for the first season of NPL. I was in the under-13s team at Bulleen, and it was amazing to be able to transition from that community-based level in juniors to then be able to play juniors at a bit more competitive level. The thing I love about NPL is that we train a decent amount, we get good coaching, I get good keeper coaching, and it just means that I can further enhance my skills, and it's just a more intense developmental environment, which I love, being very competitive. So I think for me, playing in NPL has helped so much in my footballing career and helped me become the keeper I am today.
The 2022 season saw yourself being able to break into senior football as part of FE Emerging's program. For those with the potential opportunity, what kind of importance would you say the program grants young athletes who are looking to break into the senior levels of the game?
Gives experience. So I was 18 when I broke into 17, 18 when I broke into emerging, and I took that opportunity with two arms when it came to me. And the thing that I learned a lot from emerging was I was able to play minutes and seniors. So it meant that I could get that senior experience, whereas at other clubs you might not be able to get that. So instead of playing maybe one game or maybe 30 minutes throughout the season, I was able to play a decent amount of games. So really enhanced my football career and helped me get to where I was and to then push on to the A-Leagues level. So yeah.
Having spent time both at Alamein and South last year showing both senior and under-19s levels, how does it feel going to this season to have the full confidence from the club that yes, you're absolutely the right woman for the job?
Look, it's been really great to have, George backing me and the club backing me. I learned a lot from last year. I had a big up and down in my career and a lot of setbacks. I had a lot of setbacks. So being able to have a club that supports me and is loyal towards me and really cares about my development and then me becoming a part of that senior squad and whatnot has been amazing. So I'm very, very grateful to South, and I'm really, really excited for the next season.
Given that our pre-season is now underway, do you have any personal goals for this year?
I do. I mean, one of my big goals for this year is to be pushing A-League again and trying to get back into a squad. And some other goals are to continue to play NPL, and I really want to cement my spot in this team and be able to play as many senior minutes as possible. Obviously, there are a lot of skill-based goals I have as well, which are a bit more niche. So, personally, I'm a short keeper, so working on my crossing, working on my playing out from the back, it's all really key fundamentals that I'm working on.
While it's still criminally early on, how do you think the team is beginning to gel both on and off the pitch?
I think that, we kept a really big base of the squad. So we have a lot of players who played in the senior team last year. A lot of us have stayed. And then we have a few extras. So I'm really loving the team at the moment. I think everyone's really gelling well. All the girls who did stay have really tried to be as accommodating and welcoming to all of our new players. And the new players have just absolutely opened up, which is amazing. As well as having a few girls elevated from the 19s team last year and having girls play up. It's honestly great, and it's great to see everybody, especially the more experienced senior players, giving that support to the younger girls.
Now, you spent time within the A-League's women's setup. How would you describe that experience has shaped you as the player you are today?
So when I was at Jets, it really gave me it really helped me with my confidence. I got a lot of really specific, targeted sort of training with players that are the best of the best. It just gives you a whole new perspective on the game. Before I was at emerging and playing as one of the older players was so different, and then going to an environment where you're the youngest by a long shot. It's really great and it's quite humbling as well. So I've learned a lot, and especially when it comes to intensity of training in games, you know, that's completely changed since coming out of A-League for me personally.
With the summer period now finally over, how does it feel to be back on the pitch in an NPL environment?
It's amazing. I'm super excited. I've had some time off, time to recuperate. I mean, I'm still in training, obviously, and still, you know, getting in the gym, getting stronger, but I am just really, really excited to learn and grow as a senior player this year and play with this team, because honestly everyone is just so amazing, and to learn off everyone is great, and I'm really excited for this new keeper union. It's a bit different than last year, but I'm really excited because I love everyone in our little keeper union.
2023, though certainly not perfect, did provide us so many reasons to celebrate, notably culminating in a little bit of silverware. How confident are you that South can not only meet the highs of last season, but surpass them?
I think that now we hold really high standards for ourselves. So I think for us, we're going to go in hungrier than ever. You know, and playing these practice matches, our series of practice matches is really going to help us just get that drive. I feel like we have that, though. We have that drive, and we have the personnel to really make that happen. We've signed really well. We've recruited really well, and we've re-signed really well. So I feel like our squad is better than ever, and I think we're ready to take on the next step.
Even though the regular season is still a wee while away, there's so many things for football fans to be excited and spark interest. From the season now welcoming 12 sides, with Bayside merging with men's club Bentley Greens, or the presence of a freshly promoted Brunswick and Eston being among just a few reasons we can be thankful for. Though as a player, there's certainly far more avenues of intrigue that could be open. So what is it about this upcoming season that you're most excited for?
I'm really excited for the exposure. I think that this year is going to be completely new and completely different. I've been talking to my agent and a few other people, and you know, everyone that I've spoken to thinks that NPL this year is the place to be. There's going to be new players, new internationals, new coaches, interstate players. Like, it's going to be bigger and better. And I think as well with less return from A-Leagues, it's going to give some players who might not have had a chance to shine in previous seasons a better chance. So I think that, you know, it's going to be a season to watch, really.
Last year, we as a nation held the privilege of hosting the World Cup. While the tournament certainly meant so many things to so many different people, as a player, what do you most want to see out of the tournament's legacy?
My biggest thing, not only being a player but also being a coach, is seeing that younger generation of girls being excited about football and staying excited about football in every aspect, whether that's futsal, whether that's indoor, whatever it is, cage football, outdoor, everything. I want this game just to grow to bigger capacities where, you know, women can have it as a full career. They don't have to have a career on the side. And I think that, you know, the World Cup really pushed those pillars, and I've seen a lot of young girls being really excited for football, which makes me really happy. So,
as an international cultural institution, football presents so many opportunities across the world. Do you hold any personal ambitions to progress in your career globally?
It's definitely on my mind. I love the UK, so, you know, if that chance ever popped up for me, that would definitely be something that I would be interested in. I mean, right now I think I'm really focusing on honing my skills and becoming a better player. I'm still only young. I'm only 20, so I'm turning 21 this year. And yeah, I think, you know, for a goalkeeper, our age peaks a little bit higher. So if that opportunity does come up in a little bit, I would definitely be taking it with two arms. But at the moment, I'm really trying to focus on NPL and playing A-League potentially, and being back in that environment, playing well as well, playing consistently. So yeah, that's the plan.
While having South dominating our weekends is certainly brilliant, football is certainly not everything in life. Beyond the pitch, what are you most passionate about?
So I do a lot of stuff on the side. I'm currently doing a degree in food nursing midwifery at uni. So I'm 2 years into my degree, going into my third year. So I'm really, really passionate about women's health and babies and newborns and all sorts of stuff. So I'm really excited to finish my degree. I work for Football Australia, so I coach. So I'm doing a lot of stuff with the mini roos and really working on encouraging young players. And then I also do like parties, so for kids. So I dress up as princesses, and I'm really into music and musical theatre and anything fun with kids. It's something that I love. So I've got a lot of things going on, but football is definitely my biggest passion at the moment.
What's something surprising about you that people may not know?
I'm a musical theatre kid. I'm a drama kid. I feel like that's not that uncommon though, considering I'm a goalkeeper. I feel like you have to have a little bit of theatrics in you to be able to do this role. I feel like it's very in the spotlight. So yeah, I'm a drama kid. I'm a theatre kid. So I do have a lot of musical theatre pre-game rituals. So it's a bit different. Kids parties, so not everyone would know that about me.
Finally, moving on to our moderately infamous silly question section. A well-known test to see if someone is an optimist or a pessimist is of course asked, is the glass half full or half empty? Of course, life is seldom full of binary options. So, should we start telling like it is, and by responding with, it's alright, it ain't perfect, but isn't entirely awful?
Yeah, I mean, I try and be as optimistic as possible, especially on the pitch. I find that, being a goalkeeper, I have to really drive it from the back. So I try and be as positive as possible, but, from a standpoint where we've just finished our first practice match of the season, I'm happy with it. Like, obviously, for us, we've got a lot of things to work on and stuff to do as a team, which is really exciting. I find it really exciting and really special, but I'm also just really happy that, I'm just happy with performances as well. We played really well, so yeah.
With the rise of so many streaming platforms, there's a great deal of content for our viewing pleasure. However, despite the diversity of content, there remains one unifying factor. Someone will only ever enter the room at the most inappropriate of moments. Any thoughts on why this is the case?
Because people have no brain. I don't know. I feel like a lot of it happens by accident. Like if I walk into a room inappropriately, it's definitely not on purpose. I think also people try and be funny. So, yeah.
Finally, for our officially unconfirmed fan favourite question, football and indeed life is an overwhelmingly emotional affair. With that raw emotion, there will always be the need to express that emotion. So then, Emma Olsen, what is your favourite swear word?
Ooh, I like fuck, and but I say fuck a lot more on the pitch. I try and keep the C word a little bit to myself because it's a little bit more harsh, but it's definitely fuck.
Thank you very much for joining us, Emma. All the best.
Thank you so much for having me.